Hi, my name is Levi Driver, and I'm going to show you a project I have done on concurrent client-server programming. Okay, so getting into the code here. So a brief explanation on what I did was I used TCP, client-server programming, or client-server interaction with socket interface. This program is able to effectively communicate back and forth between multiple clients and a server to carry out certain actions. This program emulates a database and shopping site for a sneaker store company. It displays all the available sneakers, cost, quantity. The client can purchase as much as they would like as long as stock is available. And then upon selection of checkout, a receipt with all shoes and total cost is displayed. If a sneaker gets down to 2 or less in quantity, a restock takes place in which that specific sneaker increases by 10. Okay, so let's go into the actual code. So client, nothing crazy happens over here. We got I did declare a struct here for the sneaker information, and then had a function here for displaying records. So this displays that table format of the inventory of sneakers that we do have. So we're reading in the file, and then we are printing out, hey, this is your sneaker inventory. And then this is kind of how I formatted it to print it in a neat and nice order like a website. And we're reading and we're reading from the .csv file, which is right here. And pretty much that's brand, type of shoe, size, cost, and then stock. And we are reading that file to the end and then stripping it out to make it look nice. Okay, going past that, we've got our how we get connected to the server. And then we print out, hey, this is welcome to the online MT Hype sneaker store. And we're displaying the records in this do while function every time. So it updates as we go along, and it shows the quantity updates. And we are asking it, which option do you want to do, purchase or checkout? And then based on that, if option one, they're going to want to purchase sneakers, so we need some information to send over and then get back. And then number two, we are going to write over number two, and then we're going to get back the receipt information. So going over into the server, a lot more manipulation of data here. Pretty much, we've got all our declarations. This time, what's different is we use two structures. We do one for the sneaker and one for the cart to hold all the cart items, so that we can print that off. So getting into the functions, into the int main here, we've got all the stuff that we need to thoroughly connect with the client side and communicate back and forth. And we just show that when a connection takes place, we connect right there, and then we create a new thread for each client. And then we store the threads and IDs in the array for later joining, and then we join all the threads. So first function is the restock item. So what happens in the restock items is very simple. It iterates through all the sneakers. If the quantity for that specific shoe is less than 2, then we just add 10. And then I wanted it to print a message to the server letting it know, hey, this shoe got updated, because on the client side, it gets updated in the tabled format. And so, yeah, we're just writing the updated, all the updated information to the file. So the next one, we're adding to cart. So in this, if the cart count is less than the max cart size that I have declared, then we are just going through here and copying all this information into the cart to display back to the user at the end. Main thing is that we are updating the total cost and giving them the correct total cost at the end for all the sneakers that they had purchased. And then just incrementing the cart count, which you're going to see why we increment that cart count in just a second. And then just in case the cart does get full, we've got shopping carts full, cannot add more items. So now we're displaying the shopping cart. So here's where that cart count comes in handy. So now I don't want them to get a receipt if they didn't purchase anything. So they just get a message, sorry, you could not find what you were looking for, and we write that over. Otherwise, they get a receipt. So kind of same way with the format. We format it, and they see the brand, type of shoe, size, cost, and quantity that they got for this shoe. We iterate through each item in the shopping cart and send all of that over to the client to be printed out. And then we're displaying the total cost, and then thank you so much for your purchase. Now we get into the server function, which pretty much is going to tell you based off of the input the client gives, what needs to get done. So we're with each time we're going to read in the .csv file and read it into the structure. That's pretty much what this is for, and just increment count so we can use that. And we're going to close that file. From here, we're going to enter this while loop. It's pretty important, and get the selection 1 or 2. And then if they chose 1, then we're going to send to your reader function. Otherwise, we're going to display that shopping cart and then display the disconnect message. But yeah, so pretty much you either have the option to purchase a sneaker or check out and send a receipt. So let's go to what happens when they purchase or want to purchase a sneaker. So in this section, what this is we make sure that we use these semaphores here so we can ensure that there are multiple readers have access to the critical section simultaneously, so at any time. And then since they chose option number 1, we search through these certain sneakers so we get the information of the brand of shoe, type of shoe, and quantity of shoe. And that's what we need, because iterating through the sneaker inventory, if the shoe in the inventory is the same as the shoe that was entered by the client and the quantity is greater than 0, then we go into here. And then this right here is we calculate the quantity that needs to be added to the cart. So this allows them to the correct decrementation, but they can't, if we only have 10 in stock, they can't choose 11, it only gives them 10. So then we decrement that amount, and then we write the new quantity to the file, close that file, and then we add that sneaker to the cart. And then if it's less than or equal to 0, the quantity for that item, we say, hey, item is added to cart, but the item is now sold out. We give that. And then we increment found records so we know that it did find something, and then we restock items if needed. It calls that function to restock. And then if found records is equal to 0, that means that nothing was found. We just display do not have that specific secret right now. Otherwise, we tell them that it's been added to cart. Now let's see the actual code run. So first thing we do is we use make to compile everything together and get it ready to run. We do have some warning messages, but they do not affect the code at all. So once we have that, we're going to go ahead and open up the server. Okay, so the server is open. It is now running and is able to connect to. So with that, we're going to connect 2 clients. We got a client here, and we're going to have a client here. So first client, as you can see here, this is how it's displayed. You've got your brand, type of shoe, size, cost, and stock. So we got the first person that wants to purchase a sneaker. So they want to do the Adidas down here, and they want to do the Yeezy Boost 350 V2s. So they enter that information in. They want to do 2 of them. So we get, hey, your Adidas Yeezy Boost V2s are added to your cart. That's exactly what we wanted. Next, they want to purchase another sneaker. They want to do the New Balances. New Balance. And then they want to do the type of them is the 9060 Noris. So we do that. They want to do 4 of them. Awesome. We've got them added to your cart. Now they're still purchasing, but we got the next client. It's like, hey, I'm going to purchase 2. So we got the Air Jordans, and they're going to do the 8 Retro Playoffs 2023s. And they're going to do 2, let's do 4 of them. 4 of them. So, hey, that's added to cart. But as you can see, every time that either this client adds something or this client adds something, it's decremented in the stock right here. It's updated every time. And so that's a good feature about this. They always know how much there is available. So say this client wants to check out it. All they got was them Air Jordans. So, hey, we got the Air Jordans here, disconnect message. And this person checks out, and they got the Adidas Yeezy Boost, correct? And they get the correct total cost for each one. So awesome. So now let's test the code out even more. Let's call another client in here and say they are content. They don't see anything they really like. Don't have all this other one stock. They just decided to check out. Sorry, we couldn't find what you're looking for. They just disconnect. Okay. Then we get another client in here, and they have decided that they want to purchase a sneaker, and they want to do the Nike Kobe's. Want to do the Nike Zoom Kobe 6 Protros, and we have 10 of them in stock, so they want to buy all 10. So they buy all 10. Okay, awesome. Item added to cart, but now they're letting them know, hey, item is sold out. So this person, if they try to buy the Nike, the Zoom Kobe Protros, and they want even 1, we don't have the specific sticker right now. So that's your sold out message. So now let's check and see how it works for the restocking. So this person now, okay, I don't want the Kobe's then. They ain't got them. So I still want to do the 9060 Noris. We're going to do 2 of them. So now you get this restock message. So now this that function is called, and we get the restock, and you can see that reflected here. So now this person, if they wanted to, they could do this. We're going to check out there, and we're going to check out here so that you see they get the right stuff. Last thing I want to show you is if a client decides that they want to purchase more than what we have available. So the Yeezy Boost 350 V2s. So they want to purchase 9. We only have 8. And then they decide to check out. We only give them 8 because that's all that we have. So that's pretty much showing you what all my code does. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed this. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much.